Hello everybody, welcome back to FTL Mod Roulette. This is a special thing. I'm not going to pick a random ship because I actually have a request and I'm still polite enough to actually put those out as well. So I don't know what the last ship is that I will have done. And I'll probably talk about a ship I've done last when this runs over. It isn't this one. So in any case, prepare for that. Anyway, let's look at the ship. This is the Sufdawg. Description reads, Low 2, class type A. Ship starts with a weird-ass crew. A ghost and a Lanius. Story and stuff. Decided to make a ship with a unique boarding team. Challenge runs. I'm assuming those come from people doing that with the crystal ship. Just turning O2 off rather than the one with the Lanius cruiser where you just need to do it for the ship achievement. Pretty sure oxygenless runs are pretty easy now with the Lanius ships, but anyway. Images was the biggest delaying factor. Yeah, I feel ya. Name actually just comes from Suffocate, and my username, but then Ani, who is Ani Stuffs UK, has a FTL Let's Play as well. You can find a link to his channel on my homepage in the recommended channels, but came up with a brilliant pun and I had to change the name to make it more obvious. Essentially a Lanius ship that has an unfortunate accident with a crystal ship. So unfortunate fact that all the crystal crew seems to have been impaled by the sharp spikes protruding from the front of any decent Lanius cruiser. And there's some downloads and stuff. His other ship is on here. I've Dagger 649. I believe I played that one as well, but I'm not sure. I think that was this pirate ship with a fire beam, I want to say. Does not have a room assigned for artillery, so if you're playing Captain Edition you might want to use a mod that sets the rarity of artillery to 0, or just simply not buy it, which is what I'm going to do, because I forgot to set that mod in, which I've created myself. I've done a little bit on here, and I am in the credits there. Thanks to Biohazard063 for some advice on how to make it slightly more compatible with other mods and stuff. Okay, well, let's get going. I'm using Captain's Edition myself, as you could see from the start, because there's a greater chance of actually getting more AI crew or ghosts. Ship so fortunately attached to your cruiser. Investigate Father Crystal utters the words of wisdom Sufdawg, and we get pants. You should have pants to cover up the weird ass of your crew. Sure. Yeah, okay. Socialize, look around, talk to the eye. Access to a huge database containing metadata and everything, and I'll get a command should know. Oh, so you just get a hint here. There you go. Alright, so you're going to be in the medbay that will have to be constantly powered. You're going to the teleporter. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. We can take out AI ships, which is kind of nice. And we'll see how Lanius and Crystal can work together. Reject. Okay, so we want to board... Oh. If we board in here, we probably won't be able to destroy anything before they get to fire on us anyway. I'm gonna go for oxygen, I think. We'll lock that down. And I forgot to send out the other guy. Okay, well, let's just restart because I'm started off on a really bad foot here. I'm allowed to do that. Yes, of course I am. Okay. And I'll just don't forget to send out both people. Try to be a hero, attack the pirate, as long as we don't get bombed on the shields, we should be fine. Let's take out their oxygen. And we'll get the heavy crystal to go as well, which will probably fire on their weapons first. Come on, don't bomb our shields. Don't bomb our shields. That's all we are looking for here. Oh, it's an annoying one, so it doesn't even matter. Cool. Sweet, you cannot hurt us. Alright. So I'll put you guys in a bit of a bind. If we can't get damage there anyway, we may as well just blow up their medbay. That's gonna hurt our crew, isn't it? Nope, just stun. Well, we're gonna send you back into here because you've lost a bit of health. Every little bit counts, I suppose. It's a bit of a lengthy stun, isn't it? Can we, yeah, we can move again. Probably power medbay. Alright, heavy crystal, go. Reject the offer, continue the assault, board, and lock it down. There's nobody in here, so we can suck the oxygen out before anyone can get in. We cannot fire on them anymore, but that's really not what we were planning to do anyways. If we can kill the NG, I'll be a happy man. And if we don't, we'll still be fine, I think. I just can't let you get down to too little health. Okay, you won't be fixing that medbay up anymore. Get healed. We don't need our weapon anymore, so we'll power that up. And that was quick. Alright. So... let's get a buffer here. Move on. So that went well. I think that's going to be the general strategy. Fight seems unavoidable. That's fine. They got a big-ass ion cannon already, which... if you can take out one of the weapons before it becomes an issue, then we really shouldn't have a problem anymore either. Come on, prevent that thing from shooting. Oh, no. Yeah, okay, we're fine. Yep, we're good. Okay, cool. He's gonna try and blow himself up, so we will fire on either engines or piloting. We don't really need to go for that, actually. We can pierce right through that one shield layer of yours. And with those breached, you can do whatever it is you think is fine. Might as well go do that, get some extra crew punching skills in. Full breach weapons as well, so those don't come online anymore. You still got your shield there, so I can easily do this. Yeah, sorry bub, you're not gonna do anything anymore. Okay. And if you just get 11 scrap out of this, we can get our shields up to 2. No, we don't. Alright, we got a store there. I could try for another weapon already, but not really feeling that. We'll see what we can do. I mean, we do need shields first and foremost. Accept, continue. Quest is on our way to what we were planning to do anyway, and we will deliver the missiles. They only got a... they got a stupid missile launcher too. We don't need shields because this pierces the shields, so does this. We will probably board in weapons despite knowing there will be a crew member in there. Or there isn't. Okay, lock it down. And the missile launcher's offline. Brilliant. Now they do have a med bay, which is probably going to be what we will be hitting with our weapon here. Opponent's reactor, yeah, okay. You can run to med bay all you want, it's not gonna help you in any way, shape, or form, let me tell you that much. Didn't hear any breaches, so that's fine too. We could probably kill all the remaining crew right here and now. Good. Alright, get in there. Upgrade that, buy a power bar. Okay, cool. Level 2 shields. Fire small, just obliterated by rebel cruiser. Ammunition comes too late. Not my fault, I think. With 8 scrap, I don't really feel like going to a store, so I'll probably just skirt around the top here until we are forced out of the sector. I think you can give us something good. So greedy that we know nothing of your galaxy. It assumes the slug will try to take advantage of its kind. Oh well, you know, maybe. Can you harm us? Yes, but not straight away. Let's see what you hack. Please don't be medbay though. It's a good thing I brought those guys out. I guess we'll go for auction. We pretty much are guaranteed nobody to be in there straight out of the gates. And yeah, we'll do this and we'll empty that out so we can take a shot at their weapons. Okay, that's oxygen down. That's going to be a good help. Don't need to worry yet until there's a light coming on this one, which will probably be rather soon. Okay, good hit. And that will be that. One more dude left. And he's running because the oxygen's running out. Come on. There you go. Good. Now, do we wait for another weapon, or do we just buy some power so that we don't need to depower everything every time we want to board? Power it is. So just need to power this one down, and then we can keep our engines running whilst still having our heavy crystal up. We need 2 jumps to get to our exit, so go here, then move to here, go here, then move to here. Okay, yeah. So we can do either this one or this one. We know there's going to be at least something at the distress beacon. Or at least a higher chance of something being there. Doc and try to rescue survivors. We got Dr. Jones. What am I going to do with Dr. Jones? Well, he's going to be our pilot because he's closer to the med bay, which means you are going to be moving on to engines. You're going to be moving to here. And we'll save the layout. Just got to make sure, don't forget to send crew back to where they need to be before we kick things off. Yeah, go here and move to here, go here and move to here. Good. Tag the rebels, of course. They are not capable of harming me in any way, shape, or form. I'm starting to think this is actually not a good idea, because if he needs to get healed, we need to get him out of the medbay, out of piloting, and we kind of do want to keep a pilot at all times, don't we? So buying oxygen might be on the to-do list. Might be. We'll board in oxygen again. It's going to be a while until somebody gets in here, especially if you lock it down. Alright, go to shields. It's still pretty close to medbay, I suppose. You made a colonist teleport supply to your ship. It's nothing more than attrition. Google well somewhere someone else might buy this. Whatever the supplies. Seem fleeing into the hills as you bring your ship down near the settlement. The colonists are surprised you deliver the goods back to them and give your crew suspicious looks as you unload the cargo. For FTL charge, you see, hey, my son was on that ship. He only helped the rebels because they cared enough to help us. Without him to find us supplies, we'll likely be forgotten and die out here. Well, look at you being all melodramatic and such. Alright, we're good to go. Sure. Okay. Well, decent first sector. I'm not gonna Nebula look at all the reds. 8th interval. I hope it's not a Zoltan sector. I would really dislike it being a Zoltan sector. Energy space, that's good. We'll talk to the crystal some more. Quite impressed with the ferociousness of the mantis. Tells you that they will probably be the biggest threat to all the other species in the sectors. Well, so you say. We could lose somebody here, so we're not gonna do that. I'm ignoring the stress beacons for some odd reason, but escape the battlefield, and it's a Zoltan ship. Congratulations. Alright, the weak ones go into medbay straight away, I think. I think this one can be stopped by 2 shield layers, so we're gonna keep both up. We'll have to see whether or not they are in sync well enough in order to be actually dangerous. Yeah. At least for a little while, that is. Alright, one more. We may want to shoot that at their... well, we're gonna shoot one more after this, and we'll probably target that on their weapons, so I don't need to worry too much about what's going on in there. Let's get ready to board while we're at it. Walk down. You don't need to breathe, right? Didn't think you would. Alright, one shot on here, and if it hits, which it does, we will not accept surrender. We'll power this down, power this up, power this up. At this point, our crew is safe, and that's all that really matters. There are actually some ghosts on board too. Wish we could grab those for ourselves, but unfortunately I don't think that's going to be the case. No more lifetimes remaining. Good. And we get solar panels, which we will be able to sell if we find somebody who has a cargo teleporter. Get back in there. Let's do the distress beacon, sure, why not? Search for the ship. Wow, this is looking quite cool. Alright, let's carry on. Alright, we want to store because we want another weapon, I think. Oh, there it is. Not really a good one, though. It's something. Engage your turret to get to the supply station. Now he's got ion flak, so I would really like to be able to take one of its weapons out before it becomes a problem. There we go. Alright, go for shields and we'll get the auto beam going, I think. It'll fire quicker than the heavy crystal, and it's not going to run or blow himself up, so it shouldn't be a big problem to do this. Alright, now we just sit and wait. Yep. This is the stuff. There you go. Investigate the station. Supply. Calculate quest mark. Return map. Alright, let's go to a store, see if you can buy something interesting. Continue. Might get complicated. We still have room, so we don't need to sell the solar panels just yet. We can get another. Oh, ghosts are free. Looks like you did mess up something there. Of course, I'll buy them. We'll get long-range scanners. Let's sell the solar panels then, because I kind of want the scrap arm too. And that'll do it. Okay, so we got someone who can man engines now as well. Nice. Alright. I guess we just buy power for everything then. Good. Okay. Respond to the call, moving to assist, continue, missile launcher. Yes, no surprise there, honestly. Go there, we'll board in. I want to do weapons, but we all know it's pointless because there's a dude in there. I could probably get the dude out though if I'm being a little sneaky about it. There's nobody in here. Even better. Alright, lock it down. Yeah, I was gonna say it's only a slight chance that we'll be able to take out the missile launcher before it fires. Well, actually, we won't be able to take it out at all. Well, we got 2 misses. That's lucky. Let's get in here because there is a breach here, which will make combat a bit easier on us. We will have to shoot. We're gonna have to be smarter about this, it seems. Okay, so they got nobody to go and fix weapons, so we're gonna go back, and we're gonna have to board in shields as well because we can't fire our crystal shard anymore to take out that clone bay. Alright, is your lockdown ready? It's not. Well, doesn't matter. The other dude is gonna come in, we're locked down. In the meantime, that other dude is cloning. They do have a buffer, which is a nuisance, but I think we can do 2 damage before this runs out. Yes, we can, okay. Good. Now don't destroy that. We don't want to lower their hull any more than it already is downed. Okay, cool. Request weapon. Auto laser, another one of those quick fiery ones. Not bad, but nothing earth shattering either. But I suppose an investment could be in order, allowing me to actually do this. And if we're facing a one-shielded ship, we can use this quick combo to do some damage. Once we start getting 2 shields, we will have to do another investment to get the auto laser up and the heavy crystal. For the time being, though, we are set. Demand surrender of their goods. Are they gonna run? Yes, they do. Are we in trouble? We are not. So we are immediately going to board in their oxygen. Lockdown. Alright, fire that. You missed, so just wait a few seconds before you can fire again. And we'll go after their piloting. Okay. CL's still charging, but that's not going to last for too much longer. Come on, there you go. Cool, I've got a whole smasher. I think that one has 2 shots for 2 powered as well, which means it's probably going to be a better one than the auto laser. Only requires 1 power. Alright, I could probably get that up for 50. We'd have 2 shots and a small beam. Still nothing too earth-shattering, but it's something. And hey, we got it all for free, so... no complaints, huh? I got rid of the solar things. I could go to the store, sell the heavy crystal, which I may actually do. It's just takes way too long to be valuable. And we got another free dude. Cool. So sell you 60. Damn. Yes, please. Okay, close ship. Power. Okay, now that we have another one, we will probably start thinking about just chucking you out. I mean, we don't have to keep the medbay powered at all times. But yeah, let's go. Go here, move to here, go here, move to here, go here, move to there. Alright, yeah, that'll work. It'll work questionably, but it will work, and that's kind of the important bit. Search out your crew while the FTL charges. We'll talk with the crystal some more. Of course, assume that everything coming from outside its hidden homeworld would have great value there. My kind would surely buy all these silly and curious objects with you and trade at good prices. Yes, bring an espresso machine. Damn, son. $14, $5, $9. It would be less of a drain on power, though, to do it like this. Let's get some more evasion then. We have both stations manned, so it's valuable, I suppose. Next up, we probably want missile defense in some way or form. And we get another one of these. Seriously, though, stop throwing weapons in my face. I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. But it's starting to get a little ridiculous. Anyway. Outlaw Safe Zone or Tazplik Swarm. Let's go Pirate Sector. Of course, looks a little light-headed when you speak. Tells you it's not used to high oxygen pressure on your ship. Yeah. I assume the crystal will get used to it, but order a medical checkup nevertheless. Whoops. Think of that lightheaded that you don't know what lightheaded means. It's got a big missile launcher, that's a concern. Two shields as well. We should board somewhere. Question is where. O2 again? Okay, our auction's down. Flak. Hold. And there goes their missile launcher. Good. Because one of those hitting any of my ghost crew and they'll be dead. Trust me on that one. Get to medbay as well. Let's take out their hacking so I can actually send the other guy to medbay as well. This is dangerous. Start getting out of there. You help him. Help him. Okay, now both get to medbay. My crystal is dying as well. I'm fully aware of that. Sweet. Okay, everybody lived. Ghost, get back to piloting. Alright, good. We survived that one. Without too much damage, too. No complaints. No complaints. Get in there. And you get in there. Sweet. Asteroid field. Sure. It's probably going to be in the ice ship, I want to say. No, it actually isn't. But it's definitely a dangerous one. I'm gonna board in drones, actually. Ah, they're gonna kill this guy. No. You'll live. Probably. I can't really be sure. Alright, flak, go. Hull, go. Auto beam, go. Alright, weapons are offline. Who's injured? You are. But the weapon that caused the injury is gone. So don't really need to worry too much. We need to get you to start getting out of there. And we need this spell of combat to be over soon too. We will not fire on our own crew members. We can take out their hacking, which will at least give us a bit of a breather. Alright, with that gone, get back in there. And you as well. Alright, let's go get those final guys. They fixed hacking? What? Why would you bother with that unless you're trying to be... Whitney, we kinda don't actually want you, because you're gonna just take up all the entire medbay all the freaking time. I mean, even Dr. Jones here is on thin ice, so... Once we get to safety, you are gone. So we probably won't be buying oxygen then. Which means we'll need cloaking, mind control, and hacking? Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, you get out, you stay here, you go in. Combat, combat, combat. Okay, this is not a dead end, but I'm gonna try to make it at least a little bit quick. You receive confused comm chat from small pirate stations. Various individuals scream to the comms. The voice is modified by overlay effects. Strange music plays background. You don't understand what they say, but they definitely don't seem friendly after a bit they power up their weapons. Okay. They're gonna try and board us. I wish them good luck in that endeavor. We're gonna let them board us. Less people for me to deal with on their ship. We'll board in O2. Lock down. You two go fight. We'll take some damage here. I think it's again unavoidable, but we won't take too much at least. that'll do. Get to medbay now. Flak, go. Hull laser, go. And they resisted literally everything. Cool. Gotta love system casing, huh? Just got to love it. There we go. Alright, their medbay has to go down next. Or we can keep doing this till the cows come home. We breached it as well, that's good. I don't think they have too many healthy guys in there, so... Somebody's dying, why? He's fine now. Okay, let's go for their weapons again. They're probably gonna try to make a run for it soon, so I'm gonna start at least taking that down a bit. Okay, good to go. Teleporter isn't, but you know, it soon will be. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, we got a breach in here, that explains a ton. Come in. Or not, okay. Come in. Come in. Come in. Just run out into a room that doesn't have any air anymore. Because they're a little bit desperate. That one just fell down without me touching him. Officer, I swear I didn't touch him. Alright. Store. Will I check if I can buy cloaking straight up? Yes, I will. Continue. No, don't like this place. Okay, so we won't be able to use limited time offer here. Oh, we will. No, we won't. Drone control comes with that. Heavy defense zone I don't rely on. We can get mind control. Yeah, sure. You can wait a bit longer on getting the good stuff, I suppose. This does open us up to something interesting, to say the least. I don't think we have to fear anything here, so that's gonna be nice. You don't want to use that medbay, right? Nah, I didn't think you would. Local trader hails on all frequencies, asking everyone repeatedly to cease hostilities. Come on, guys, cut the crap. Don't we all have some interest in keeping it quiet here? The pirate that is tagging you prepares to jump away. Yeah, well, I got some bad news for him. They're actually going to medbay, so we should do the same. Oh, it's a repair drone. That's annoying. We cannot lock that down, unfortunately. Yeah, he is gonna try and heal his crew. Okay, you two start moving there. Yeah, man. Do we need to get the air out of this room too for you to stop doing your stupid stuff? Pilots have been eliminated. You strip their vessel while a few more unregistered ships pass by or passively scanning you. No one bothers you anymore, but exchange of trade goods seems out of the question. So we've got my control. And yes, I will throw out Whitney. Goodbye, Whitney. Yes, you're a human. We'll keep this guy for a little bit longer. But rest assured his days are numbered as well. At least until we find another store that sells the eye crew for free. Another store, but I don't... we could potentially go here, get some more scrap, and then get cloaking in. Which is what I'm apparently going to do. Okay, get out of the medbay just in case that's what he's hacking. He's not. We will board in shields. Fuel is running low, so we may want to purchase some of that too. Shields are gone. Wonderful. Oh, guys needed one more. We're gonna let it shoot us because we can always use it to get some more experience in. How are you guys doing anyway? You're full. And you... not quite. Complete failure on the flag there. Wonderful. Okay. 30. It's possible that we're capable of buying it, although we could guarantee it to go here, but we still need time to actually get to the exit 2. Let's not forget about that. We'll close. Should have sold something. Ah, well, whatever. Okay, so it didn't work. That's unfortunate. Do I want to get rid of something in order to buy cloaking? Or do I just want to buy the anti-ship battery? Drone control. I think I do want... How far in are we? Sector 3. Getting rid of long-range scanners isn't a smart idea. Do I want to get rid of... I kind of want to get rid of this. And buy the... Tell you what I'll think about this one, but for now, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still on the series. Feel free to show support by commenting, liking, and or subbing if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye everyone.